I'm excited to be here, Ingrid, for your Salon II in this beautiful space in front of this wonderful performance, installation, invitational piece. Can you tell me how you decided to choose this space and maybe how you picked the artist?
Well, the hosts usually just choose me. I tell them my idea and they tend to get kind of excited about the idea of having art in their spaces. And also, their walls are usually blank. So it's a way of kind of giving them an instant art collection for at least a day or a night. Yeah.
And it was wonderful to bring the space to life. It changed the energy, Nate said. So I like the idea of the pieces not always being traditional art where things hang on the wall, because your normal layperson, when they think of art exhibit or installation, they can't think beyond a framed piece.
Right. Well, that's why I was really excited about this space, because it's large, high ceilings, so there's an opportunity to do a little bit, have a little fun. Right. And definitely introduce art pieces that people probably aren't really used to. And I like that this is a small group that comes, the audience is small, so I'm able to speak to everyone. It's really important to me to be accessible as the curator, so people can ask as many questions as they want and not feel intimidated by the work.
I did these pillows. They're plaster of Paris and roofing tar and rope. Normally I work in like a two-dimensional medium. Generally it's monochromatic or it includes red. But I enjoyed the concept of form as well. So for like 3 years I've been making plastered pillows. But the first time that I displayed them was at the Red Bull House of Art, the first round that happened, and that was an all white installation that was like a white palette with a sprawl of different variations of white pillow casts. And so it was kind of a much more serene, kind of comfortable object piece. But it was funny because it was like a shipping palette and like a very hard substance used to create something that is often comfortable. So I liked that juxtaposition between the idea of comfort and the reality of hardness or discomfort. But it was also clean.
Well, I think the space, the artist's work, I think it's a great reflection of you. I mean, I think you're one of the most beautiful women in Detroit, and I think most people don't see that when they see Detroit. They always look at ruins and they can't imagine that there are beautiful people here with beautiful artwork here. So I love the fact that they're not necessarily all from Detroit, but they're imported to Detroit from other places. And so I also like that. And you know, it's not the same artist that we see often in a lot of the local spaces. So I really, really want to thank you for that as well. And I think it'll kind of like maybe start something. It might catapult into something newer for the spaces around here, because we need that energy.
Well, you know, one of the things that I'm a big advocate of is celebrating the elegance of Detroit. Detroit is a really beautiful city, and we have so many elegant spaces. That's why Garden Court worked for me. It's a historic apartment building. This is a 100-year-old building as well in Brush Park. You know, I really want us to sometimes just really enjoy the luxury. I had a friend who came from New Jersey and was like, wow, I didn't know Detroit was so fancy.
I like that. You just used an adjective that most people won't think of when they hear the city, the luxury.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the architecture that's here is amazing. And when most groups come here and they see it and they're like, wow, I didn't know you had it. So in a sense, it's almost like an oasis, a hidden treasure that you're uncovering for all of us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know, growing up in Detroit, I was born in '77. My life was filled with, I think, a lot of luxury. We had the largest black middle class, and so, and my father was an art collector, so that was part of my life, and it was my norm. And not to say that I'm blind to all that is going on, I'm not blind to it, but I just choose to focus on the good, the beautiful, the elegance.
I'm right there with you. I'm in your plan. I always say if it's
well, you
beautiful,
do it every day. Look at you.
But if it's beautiful from the inside, then we can kind of shine it and reflect it to the outside so people can see it and invite them to come in and make it beautiful also. So I really, really appreciate you for doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.